Here we are, day 5, Penside Out, Postcard Series. Lorraine Widmer-Carson speaking to you. A couple of red chairs, an invitation. The Aspen Grove is at Muleshoe, about 15 minutes west of the town of Banff, and I'm enjoying a beautiful moment of peace and tranquility in a very busy spot. Hi, good morning. July 2023. We've been together, if you've joined me for each of the 5 days. Day 1 was focus your thoughts. Day 2 was dip into the wells of your memory and swim around in those lakes. That was from Waterfall Lake. Day 3 was at Bow Lake, and we talked about watersheds and moments when perhaps it's a pain, perhaps it's a joy, but something significant means you need to go left or right, east or west. You need to make a choice. There's a fork in the road. Those are watershed moments. Day 4 was talking about the big rocks in your jar, your MITs, your most important things. That was from the base of Castle Mountain. And now here we are, ready to wrap up, and I'm going to talk a little bit about the good life. It's a book, it's a study that I'm going to share with you. And the point of this whole exercise is to help individuals, help you use your journal not as a tool of remorse or regret or pain or self-flagellation. Maybe you'll do that a little bit here and there, but essentially what I really, after 30 years of writing in my journal, the greatest strength is when you're using your journal to solve a problem, understand the factors at play, piece together the story, and then write your way to the ending that you would like to imagine. That you don't get a chance to stop completely. You don't jump off the boat, but you're paddling along. And if you can find space in your day, preferably the morning, before too many distractions, before too many other demands for your time and attention come up, take 20 minutes. And I'm recommending 20 minutes because quite often with my prompting, you might start in one spot, but you're going to end in another spot. You're going to find out that your brain, your subconscious, your memory, your imagination, your creative juices, they want to take you someplace else. And it's often at about the 20-minute mark when you think you've just finished what you want to say, and then another door opens and another set of possibilities arise. It's a fascinating study, this study of trying to learn about yourself. And there's no amount of encouragement or insistence or reassurance that I can give you that or a professional, your doctor, your counselor, your teacher, your psychologist, your coach, it has to come from you. You have to find what's inside in order to express it externally. And you need to give yourself respect. You have to give yourself, build your self-awareness. You have to build your self-understanding. These are skills that build over time, and the journal is a great way to unpack that. And also when you're writing along in your journal, you realize how full of contradictions we are, how full of paradox, how we'll be writing along in one direction, and then we'll realize maybe that's a cliche. Maybe that's something that my grandmother always said. And now it's time for me to either accept and embrace it fully for myself, or I'm going to never use that cliche again. So if we're talking about the good life, if we're talking about flourishing, if we're talking about finding ways to create a more meaningful and satisfying life, this book, I'm reading it, I recommend it, but again, it essentially says that we don't have a very good idea of what we want. We're kind of, people generally, we can't define what it is we want, so we really need to think about that. And then we also really need to cultivate our relationships and be kind to the people that help us flourish and grow. Social networks are hugely important. They help us flourish, but in fact, we need to have the open-heartedness to accept what those messages are and accept the love of another person and understand when gratitude is being given to us, when generosity is being extended to us. We need to we need to really stop and pause and say, right, aha, that's what that person's trying to say to me. That's what, oh, that's a picture of me in my younger days, in a moment of challenge. And yeah, those moments of adversity. So here we are, these moments of adversity, as it says on page 3. A rich life, a good life, is forged from precisely the things that make it hard. We've got to learn how to deal with adversity, and I don't think we can be namby-pamby about it. You got to face it head on. If we're looking for ways to flourish, first of all, we're terrible at knowing what's good for us, but we're also maybe looking for the wrong thing. Over 2,000 years ago, Aristotle invented used the term used in psychology today, Eudaimonia, Eudaimonia. It refers to a state of deep well-being in which a person feels that their life has meaning and purpose. And that's what this Grassroots Gratitude series is about, fostering gratitude as the secret strength of community leadership. Fostering gratitude as the secret strength of everyday leadership, every day. And that's in your home, in your community, the place you work, the place you play. I've written 2 books, An Ecology of Gratitude, Writing Your Way to What Matters, Gratitude Ignition Guide, Inspiring Thoughtful Writing. I offer 2 workshops, one that's completely online, and the next one starts September 19th, Gratitude Trifecta, Write, Appreciate, Recalibrate. Trifecta is a betting term, and it means you need to be able to call the top 3 horses that are going to come across the line, but you also have to call them in the right order. So for me, write first. Get your pen, get your pencil, first thing in the morning, get your writing going. And that's where you're going to find a chance to savor and reflect on the things you appreciate. And it's also a chance where you're going to find out how you want to recalibrate. Then my second workshop that I'm offering is for groups of everyday leaders, teams who would come as a group and say, we'd like to work better together. And that's called Writing Shift, Gratitude Lift. It's a 4-part series, and it's designed for leadership teams. And again, those are our everyday leadership teams. As you write your way to what matters, I want you today to again think about character strengths. And this bit of a messy list is the 7 character strengths that are considered game changers if you're trying to get yourself into a more positive place in life. The things to focus on in your life are your reasons for hope or optimism, your reasons to be grateful, the things that are making you curious, social intelligence, the relationships, the people around you, the understanding and awareness of who in your life is helping you achieve your goals and who in your life is maybe not helping you move in the right direction. There's also an element of self-control or self-regulation. You have to persevere, you have to find grit, and you have to have enthusiasm. What's energizing you? What's stimulating you? So I'm going to close with this final prompt, and it's one that I often use. Where is your energy? What's giving you juice? And as you go back to your journal today, think about your character strengths, what gives your life meaning and purpose, and how you want to show up in the world to make it a brighter and better place for generations to come. Bye for now.